Welcome, dear friends.
Have you ever realized or experienced that casual conversations at times lead to creative outlets? Being on Facebook constructively could have led you to some great friendships or networking, and a walk in the park may have led you to taking a stock of life and affirming to change certain seeming negative patterns, or bump into an old friend who you had lost complete touch with. Yes, these are different ways in which the universe functions to bring about what's best for our journey and when. So let's ask the angels from this beautiful deck of angel answers. Have you been waiting for something? Have you been working towards something that needs a conclusion, a completion? A circle is about to complete itself. The angels tell us that there is something that you are working on right now, which will see a fruitful culmination in a year from now. What a beautiful assurance. There are many a times that we keep working on things endlessly, but do not know whether that is the right thing to be working on, whether we are going to see it reaching the destination. Over here, the angels are guiding us to focus and stay put with perseverance and patience on that which we are working on currently. They also guide us that we need to be open to any kind of assistance in human and other forms that they might bring along the way to help you towards a beautiful culmination of this situation or circumstance or effort that you have been working on. Through this card, the angels also tell us that there is something possibly that many of you have been praying for, something that needs a completion in the form of healing or a relationship or a situation, friendship, misunderstanding that's been prolonged over a period of time. That which you have been daily praying for, the angels tell you that it shall close to a beautiful conclusion in a year from now. Do not worry about it. Just keep on praying, stay positive, stay affirmative, and least to say, keep forgiving. If you want to move ahead seamlessly to close this situation or the circumstance or your efforts to a fruitful ending, to a beautiful outcome that you truly desire. The angels close this message by stating that we are loved and protected, and they are always looking upon us through our journey on Mother Earth.
Yes, truly enough. Talking and thinking about the divine timing. Everybody is, what is divine timing? My time is now. And yes, each one of us has this time in the moment of now. Because now is the only existential truth that prevails, that pervades all lifetimes. And we need to understand that it is not the past nor the future that ever existed. It only exists in our perception, in our thinking, in our retrospection. In this moment of now, it is you and me and her. And we are right here being so happy, joyful and wonderful, chit-chatting and doing some wonderful conversation about divinity, angels, divine humor and divine timing. And this divine timing part brings me to this wonderful aspect in the life of Maninee and myself, whereby living through the times during my active participation in the film and media industry, we used to be friends. We have bumped into parties and we have bumped into events. And though we've never been as close friends or buddies or hung around, but there has been some, yes, okay, connect kind of a feeling. And way ahead in time, years later, when universe shifted the gears of my car of life, I meet her once again. And I kept wondering, wow, why is it so that she would have come back right now, at this moment in time. And I realized that I had my own answers already within me. That there is obviously a reason why she's there, and the reasons would just beautifully unfold. So let's hear from dear Maninee about this wonderful reconnection that we had after many years.
Very interestingly, now I understand what divine timing means. Earlier, I would always be in a hurry for some particular thing to happen, and why the hell isn't it happening? And I'm getting frustrated and random. But I do realize that everything has its own perfect timing and happens in that. So you can't do nothing. Just wait. So the more important part is that when you understand this and start living with the flow and in the flow is when you're truly living. So very interestingly, when I came to Bombay, I'm not from Bombay, I met Roshani at parties, and we'd connect in terms of, there was something about her which was very likable. She was a completely different person, I would say, honest to God.
Absolutely.
Basic ingredients were the same, but the externals were totally different, right? And I really admired her for the kind of ambition, drive and hard work, and she's great at what she does in every possible field. And then of course we went our own way, and she got busy with her life, I got busy with mine. And very interestingly, just this year, we reconnected. Now I can't recollect how we reconnected. Can you remember?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so it's very strange. But whatever it was that brought us back, I understand is a very potent force.
Okay, I get it here. Yeah. What brought us back? What brought us back is Maninee's dear father.
Yes.
And who is no more and is in the great loving company of the God, our Creator, our Father. And it's her father I know now. I just got this whisper.
Wow.
And that's why I truly remember it, because honestly, it wasn't in my conscious mind or memory to remember. And just my innermost core right now, just when I have to talk on the camera, how come I'm not remembering how I have met her? And I get this whisper, her dad is with us. We made you meet. And I truly got this exact words. And now I remember that she messaged me on WhatsApp. Hey, hope you're doing fine. It's been ages, but need to talk to you. And then she gave me a call. And very uncannily, I'm just narrating this dictation that's going on in my head right now. She uncannily mentioned that there was a person sitting with her who mentioned to her, oh, do you know this person who does alternate healing? Maybe you should talk to her about your father. And she said, it's weird that why I never thought of her. I see her posts every now and then on Facebook. Please correct me if there's anything that is otherwise, because I am speaking the dictation that's coming into my head right now. And then she went on to mention that I really need to speak with you and tell me when we can have a long chat. And that's how I think it all began.
Actually, yes. It's really thanks to my dad that we reconnected. And the most amazing thing is that at that point in time, I was basically looking up for someone who was going to give me the real truth. I had enough people telling me everything's going to be okay. I very well knew that things have to be the way they are meant to be for His highest good. So he passed away in November last, and he was suffering from cancer of the lung. Everybody would tell me everything's going to be okay, but somehow my soul's voice was very clear. Everything that should be for His highest good is what should be happening. So do not pray for anything else apart from that. That was a very clear message. And truly my angels spoke with me. And they just said, look for guidance. There is a life lesson in this person's passing away. And if you're a human being, you're coming in and going out, right? You have to go. So do not grieve his death. Understand he lived his life as a celebration. You have to take it forward. It's easier said than done. But I think that's the point that I wanted to connect with her. Because somewhere I wanted some support. At the same time, I wanted some ground realities. But in a perspective that would strengthen me.
Right, break.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I couldn't afford to be weak at that point in time.
Absolutely.
You have to look after everybody else. So I think that was the point which led me to you.
Right.
So I have to say thank you, Dad, for doing this for me. Because you truly showed me a path. I've read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of spiritual gurus. I understand these things to whatever my limited human understanding can. But what I liked about what you have to say is that life is about being lived in the practical sense in this realm, which is a 3D version, right?
Sure.
So it's a tangible version, not to go away, run away to the mountains and live in some seclusion.
Absolutely.
And with due respect, I have nothing against anybody who does that. But how to live and love God within this or on this field. That is what I understood. And for me, that is a big revelation.
Nothing is a coincidence, friends. It is a miraculous synchronicity of the intangible energies coming and meeting at an intersecting point in the tangible world. And voila, it's right there, all in front of your eyes. Be it the right time, the right space, the right people, or right opportunities. So be alert and be open. Create no frameworks or limitations for yourself or the universe and all of divinity. The good luck showers can have a downpour anytime. Stay blessed, loved and protected in love and light, and Godspeed.